What's going on, everyone? Ben Martin here, and today we're going to be talking about whether you should cut, bulk, or do a recomposition, so stay tuned. So today is totally just one of those days where you get home from school, or you get home from your job or work, and you plop down in bed, and you're just out. Like, I think I'm just going to have to take some pre-workout and head outside. I think I'm going to walk to the gym today. It's only about a mile away, so that's a pretty good warm-up, I guess. And it's nice outside. So my secret for those of you who really don't like the taste of some supplements, and especially when it comes to pre-workout, they kind of taste like really fake and fruity. It's like taking a shot. No, I probably shouldn't make alcohol references. It's like doing the 100-mile dash versus running 5 miles. And for some of you distance runners, sure, 5 miles is great, and you prefer to do that, but I am diving way too deep into this analogy, and I'm just going to show you how I take my pre-workout. Is it tasty? No, not at all. But is it efficient? Yes, very much so. All in one go. Alright, so just after a bunch of snowstorms and all this BS weather, it's finally beautiful outside. I've taken my pre-workout, so I'm ready to go and give you some info about whether or not you should cut, bulk, recomp, lean bulk, you know, what the best idea for you guys is. Because a lot of times I ask myself and I get very conflicted on like what it is I should be doing as far as structuring a diet and cardio and all of this stuff. So I just want to make it a little more clear for you guys so that you don't have this problem that I commonly would get. The things in my ear are just earbuds, so don't mind them. Bulking is a strategy that you implement into your diet if you want to get bigger, if you want to gain some size and gain some mass. And this is typically done during the off season, so like winter and fall, and you do it at a slow rate because you don't want to gain a ton of fat. That's called lean bulking. And if you want to gain weight really quickly, and you don't have much time, you want to do the dirty bulking. Well, you never want to do dirty bulking, but that's what it's called. So dirty bulking is just when you eat a bunch of crap and overload your body with calories so that you're forcing yourself to gain weight. Then on the other hand, you have cutting, which is where you approach your diet at a caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than you expend. So you can go about this by either eating less food, or you can just exercise more, do more cardio, and burn more calories.
Watching it end.
Position is a little more difficult. This is something that either new beginner lifters can accomplish, steroid users, lifters who took a hiatus, and genetics do come into play. So with recompositions, this is basically where your body's able to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, and it's basically, it sounds perfect, right? And for lifters, for beginners, they get this for the first 1 to 2 years because lifting is a new stimulus for their body, and they react generally pretty well to it, which is weightlifting. And when it comes to steroid users, now I'm a natural athlete, I don't use any performance enhancing drugs except for like caffeine, but when it comes to juicers, obviously testosterone is an anabolic hormone. It allows your body to just do that with ease. And then if you have been lifting for a while, you take a break, your body's not quite used to reintroducing that stress and that exercise to your muscles, will generally result in it commonly results in recomposition, so you'll be able to lose fat and build muscle at the same time. Now, we're going to talk about which one you guys should do. Oftentimes, the decision on whether to cut, bulk, or recomposition typically revolves around body fat percentage and where you lie on the body fat percentage kind of score. So, if you're generally pretty lean, I'd say if you're 10% or lower, that's pretty satisfactory when it comes to like leanness and having enough cuts and shreds and being ripped. So definitely a bulk would not be a bad idea. However, if you're below that 10% range and you're looking to get even more shredded, I would not recommend that because there is a healthy range of fat percentage that we carry, whether it be for men or women, it varies, but you don't want to exceed below that healthy range because then your body can run into a lot of complications. So if you're at 10% or under and you're looking to gain size, perfect, bulk, go right ahead. And I would definitely recommend a lean bulk, so tracking your calories, tracking your macros, and being a little more meticulous with those sort of things, because it definitely is worth it in the end. Trust me, you will be less bloated all the time, and you will have to do less work on your next cut. One problem that I personally struggle with a lot is being self-conscious and being insecure about not being big enough or being as big as I want to, but also not being as lean as I want to. So one strategy you can take is to go on a lean bulk and then do what's called a mini cut. And this is where you go into intensive, calorie deficit and low carbohydrates for a short before then upping your protein, calories, and also carbs, and continuing on with a lean. This isn't the most effective strategy to go about if you're looking for long-term results. However, in the short-term realm, it does provide pretty quick results. As summer is quickly approaching, many people are deciding to go on a cut and trying to lose that body fat, and I'm no exception. I'm trying to get a little leaner, but also I'm trying to increase my strength, which can be counterintuitive. Now, as I'm losing weight and as I'm getting leaner, I started about 152 and I'm now down to 146. I am continuing to gain strength. And how do I do this? Well, it's because, one, I'm on a recomposition sort of phase, because before I started doing the YouTube videos and stuff, I backed out of lifting and I wasn't really doing it intensely very much at all. So shock for my body. So I am getting that sort of recomposition effect, which would explain the strength as well as losing the fat. However, diet does play a huge role in all of this, making sure that while you're on a cutting diet, especially eating high amounts of protein, at least about 1 gram per pound of body weight, because the less calories you consume, the more valuable, the more precious the muscle that you already have is. So you want to preserve that and grow what little strength that you can while on a cut. The same goes for bulking. However, if you go 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, you will be fine, because you're giving your body all of those excess nutrients that it already knows what to do with them. I hope that I answered some of your guys' questions and addressed some of the concerns revolving around this topic. I kind of feel like this video was really fragmented and kind of, chaotic, but I hope that you guys got something out of this. And basically, to wrap it all up, you don't have to go from those extremes, so looking like a huge power lifter when you're bulking to looking like a tree leaf when you're cutting. So there doesn't have to be those extremes, and you guys can also fudge it in between. So there's a lot of methods and a lot of ways to approach cutting, bulking, recomposition, changing your physique up to match your goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I can do a giveaway. Also, if you guys are looking to get some supplements, go to YellowstoneNutraceuticals.com and use the code BMartin10 to save on creatine, protein powders, pre-workout, BCAAs, and everything you could ever want. So thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you on the next video.